Welcome to the Writer Reads Flash Fiction from another 365 Days of Flash Fiction, Month 4, Day 29, Recruited for the Skarna. Colours blurred the sky and the mountains glowed in deep reflection. I could see why the elves loved this place. I loved it too, cockatoos and bunyips included. The trolls, on the other hand, were a real problem. I backed up to the cliff and wished I'd run the other way. The sun wouldn't reach this point for half the day, and the trolls didn't need that long. They thought it was funny as hell. I blew the rescue whistle once more, and the closest troll rumbled with amusement. Come down, it ordered. I shook my head. Telling it to come up and get me would be a mistake. Go back to your cave, I told it instead. It chuckled and gestured again. Come down. I shook my head, pressing my back against the rock, the cold and shadowed rock. The troll advanced a step, and I blew the whistle again. The troll laughed. No one coming, it assured me. The notes of a silver horn rode the morning light, and I quirked an eyebrow. You sure? It surged forward, reaching for me even as a shaft of sunlight burned through the shadow. I dropped to the ground, curling into a ball at the foot of the cliff. The troll screamed as its body solidified and then exploded. Rocks and pebbles showered down, and I yelped, covering my head. I didn't uncover it until a gloved hand touched my forearm. Come. Sevilla, I managed, horrified that I owed him so much. I looked at his extended hand, then knowing what it meant, I laid my fingers in his. Yes, my lord. He drew me to my feet and led the way down the slope. Why? I asked as we reached the bottom. I told you I would come, he replied, as though the answer were that simple. Then he added, and I told you the price. I gulped, but nodded. I'll not dispute it. The smile he gave me outshone the coming dawn. Tell me you would not have come and asked it, he challenged, and I ducked my head. We both knew how much I'd wanted to join Skarna's crew. If I'd been able to stay free of a life debt, I'd have applied under my own terms. As it was, do you regret the opportunity? Sevilla asked, and I shook my head. The mercenary elf had been trailing me for months trying to snare me for his team, and I had avoided each and every trap he'd set. This morning's trolls had not been his doing. I'd just failed to see them hunting. I sighed. When? I asked as we reached the bottom of the scree. 2 weeks, he answered, then clicked his fingers, and one of his warriors led over a mount. You knew? I demanded, half in accusation. I hoped, he corrected. Who wouldn't want the star's best tracker at their side? I'm not that good, I protested, and he smiled, helping me mount. You will be. And how could I argue with that?